It's important to the American people to understand what truly happened and to understand that the same forces that led January 6th remain at work today.
Question. If the January 6th committee holds professionally polished hearings amid wall-to-wall primetime coverage, will anybody pay attention?
A select committee to investigate the January 6th attack on the United States Capitol will be in order.
According to Nielsen, 20 million viewers tuned into the first installment, but it's hard to see the numbers staying that high for coming hearings, given the committee continues to lack one key ingredient: credibility.
Last night's hearing was a primetime dud. Nothing came out of it that we didn't know before, and it didn't change anybody's minds.
I don't think this is going to change the mind of my colleagues.
The January 6th riot was a disgrace, and the committee is providing some new and ugly details about how Donald Trump betrayed his followers by conning them into thinking the election was stolen. Yet the committee itself remains untrusted by huge sections of the public, given Speaker Nancy Pelosi's decision to reject GOP picks for the body and instead fill it with hand-picked Democrats and 2 anti-Trump Republicans.
Nancy Pelosi broke 200-plus years of precedent by not allowing the Republican minority leader to appoint members of a sitting committee.
Democrats on the panel include the congressional face of the Trump-Russia collusion hoax and secret Ukraine impeachment proceedings, Adam Schiff.
This is the essence of what the president communicates. I want you to make up dirt on my political opponent, understand lots of it.
Then there's Maryland's Jamie Raskin. He himself objected to Donald Trump's Florida victory in 2017.
I have an objection because 10 of the 29 electoral votes cast by Florida were cast by electors not lawfully certified.
Even with this makeup, the committee might have bolstered its standing by conducting its work in a sober, professional manner. Instead, within months, it had become the worst type of Washington leak machine. Among those targeted were former Chief of Staff Mark Meadows.
The texts obtained by CNN show how they were trying to help initially, but by the end raised concerns to Trump's top deputy about his campaign's effort to stand in the way of the certification of the 2020 election.
Someone on the committee also leaked the text messages of Ginny Thomas, the wife of Justice Clarence Thomas, to coincide with an outside campaign to pressure the justice to recuse himself from election cases.
It's only going to cause a lot of people to look even more skeptically on anything that committee puts out in the end.
Abuse of our institutional norms and practices are contributing to growing distrust of our politicians. Many Americans worry the committee is using its power for Democratic political gain, especially when the New York Times tells us, quote, January 6 hearings give Democrats a chance to recast midterm message, end quote.
What I wish they would really have a primetime hearing on is inflation, the rise of crime in this country as well. And the border itself, how can we secure that? What about baby formula?
It didn't have to be this way. Americans want to know more about the events of that horrible January day, to have a serious national debate, and to ensure it never happens again.
They're trying to breach and get to the Capitol.
But this committee's makeup and actions have unfortunately made it a less than credible messenger.
This is the most transparent effort I've seen since I've been in politics to change the subject from failed policies to something every American's made up their mind about.